What up nerds, and welcome to a special Veil of Death MTG video. So I hope you are all locked in, because this is a conversation with Death. A Q&A video slash podcast, whatever you want to call it. So let's start with, what is your current home address? Well, if you must know, did you know that A Conversation with Death is the theme opening to Dark Pictures anthology games? I do love me that game series, but now to the actual questions that I have gathered from multiple social media outlets. When will you come to Austria? Again, this question has so many layers. So first, yeah, I have been to Austria many times since many of my flights, for example going to MagicCon Barcelona or Amsterdam, are connecting via Austria, especially Vienna. So for a country that I've been to many times, I've actually never left the airport yet. But I'm hoping to maybe fix that sooner or later. But to answer the question as it was given, I'll be in Austria at the end of April, as again it's my connecting flight from my city of Košice to Bologna in Italy for the regionals. I am mostly going to be doing side events, not the main event, just saying. But yeah, end of April, right after Easter I believe. Speaking of MagicCon, the next question is fitting. Which MagicCon in the EU was better? Barcelona or Amsterdam? Well, Barcelona was my first, so this question is not easy because I only have basically two experiences to compare, but I enjoyed both a ton. Barcelona being my first was very memorable, but from an organizational side, I think Amsterdam was better. It was bigger, but also busier. I will be better able to answer that once we get a third European MagicCon, so Wizards, get at it. I want to go do the gathering. US-based MagicCons are hard for me to describe, but I get on that topic more in depth in my 2025 welcome video, so check that out if you haven't. What is your favorite plane? Well, I have multiple because I cannot just have one favorite. One of them is obviously Alara, specifically Shards of Jund and Grixis, but that is due to the lore and story of Maran of Clan Neltoff. I recommend reading it as it is a very great story that we managed to locally transform into a commander side quest event. To get more in depth, we used to have casual commander events where we used to get quests of things to do while playing. And not the winner but the first to do all the items got to choose the next quest topic. And Marin was one of mine. It was fun casual events with missions, and Marin was also my first commander, so you know, fun times. Besides that, obviously Kaldheim, you know, the most metal plane. You could literally put Amon Amarth as a soundtrack there. And the guy who does Beelzebubs as comic did some of the promotional art for it. And I love Beelzebubs. I do also remember the awesome metal reveal stream. And if you have been following me for some time, you should know this. But Duskmourn is my new home basically. I love that horror playing way more compared to like things of Innistrad, for example. I hope to return soon to, but I would literally move there because Valgavov needs a new daddy called Death, I guess. What upcoming sets are you most excited about? Well, I did talk about earlier this year about Aether Drift because, you know, Death Rays, and I really did enjoy this set. But the set I am mostly looking forward to now is the Space set, Edge of Eternities. Tarkir is fine, I never played Final Fantasy and so on, but sci-fi, space, opera, whatever, yeah, give it to me right now, into my veins, straight up. What's the first thing you look for in new legendaries that get released? For cEDH, I look for example, card draw or something to push it over the top or help combo off. Example, Rafine has really good Doomsday synergies, or Master of Keys with Infinite Mana can just mill yourself and then use still Master's ability to reanimate something. Like, what broken thing can I do with this, or how far can I push it to its limits? I am a huge reanimator stan, and even the deck I played recently, Thalia and Gitrog, hits card draw, disruption of my opponents, and combo potential by sacrificing something that can, with his death trigger, do something. I believe that is also a really great example of what I look for, but I'll let you judge if I answer that in a meaningful way. How long on average do you spend editing each week? That depends, but I do have a great example because I just recently recorded 2 gameplay videos and editing them from start to finish. Well, I started early Saturday morning about 7 AM and was done with both by 4:30 PM. Sure, I took breaks, you know, for lunch, watch something, go for a smoke multiple times, but you can still think of it as kind of a work day in a way. And this can be increased depending if I'm doing like also a set review on top of all the editing. So if I work the whole week from Monday to Friday, it can take an additional work day to finish. And sometimes I do like 16-hour days where I work for 8 hours and then I edit for 8 hours to finish videos when I'm in the need. Maybe I want to have a free weekend or something. This is also why I do a lot of pre-recording, so I can, schedule events and set releases and edit them in a timely manner, and I'm not having too much to edit, so the backlog does not grow. At least I think it's well managed this way. Why the metal music? Well, metal is part of my identity. It's literally a part of me, and since this is my channel, I can do things the way I want them, and I will keep doing it the way, and no one can stop me. I am the captain for now and forever. Also, metal music is the best music, so trust me, you need more metal in your life, not just as a supplement. But to stay on topic, will there be a collab with NTG Malone for a metal band? Well, here's the thing, I may love metal, and I listen to it daily, I am not musically inclined. Even if I do keep bringing up that picture of me drumming, I am more of a meme of where the instrument I play in a band is the beard, but maybe we can collab in a different way? Yo, MTG Malone, when we next meet up, we need to record something together. The people demand it. What is your favorite deck? Currently, I would say any of my free decks led by Hashaton. Yes, it's a unique experience, but I have a cEDH, a dual commander, and an arena brawl deck led by Hashaton, and even if they're kind of different, yet also very similar in some way, it's really, right now, my favorite. I have never had a commander that played in 3 different formats at the same time, basically. Cool colors, and as per its reanimator-based costume meta, what not to love? Also, instant speed uncounterable tokens that can be hate pairs or win conditions are just epic. It's no surprise that I played about 500 plus games already with this commander in multiple events, videos, online and offline. When the current season ends, I will have a deck tech for it. Subscribe so you never miss an upload and ring that death bell. CC's World, please don't sue me. What's your favorite Fringe cEDH commander? On which day? I will always have a soft spot for like Starscream, even if I wish it was Skywarp instead of Skyscream, but I take what I can get. And is Mothman considered Fringe? Not sure. I think we all have a different definition for Fringe. Instead, how about you viewers and listeners, you participate with me and let me know your favorite Fringe commanders, either that you enjoyed or that I have played. How many games do you play each week or month? This is complicated, so let's look at how my schedule goes on a weekly basis. Now, normally I have a Thursday casual EDH evening with the local community, so I play there a few games. Fridays on a bi-weekly basis, either we do European Highlander or Modern that I help organize. Obviously there is Arena, for dailies and stuff like this, and with Hashaton I was just grinding forever and never stopped. I do either record during the weekend or attend events in different cities or major events like, the aforementioned Magic Cons. I do sometimes have double recording pods during the week, so on average maybe 10 to 15 games in real life per week, and online I can't really count. When will you get good at the game? Now listen here, you little shit. Will you be attending the cEDH Championship in Munich this November? Currently, I do not have plans for this event since there are no invitational events near me. It would be a whole trip just to travel to one of those invitational events currently, and my main focus is also to fill that European Magic-Con hole in my heart for 2025. So I'm waiting for either the second Spotlight Series details to pop up or the second half of the Magic Fest details to come out. So no travel for me during the summer, but I'm hoping for one or more events in autumn. And also the budget is kind of tight, which is limiting some choices of where I would like to go and travel. I do, however, wish all the competitors and the ones who managed to already register good luck, and I'm happy to see this championship grow and flourish in Europe. If you could eat only one type of food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Chicken. I already eat mostly chicken, so I guess that would be an easy choice, but specifically homemade chicken with rice. It's a family recipe I shan't disclose. I can't live off pizza indefinitely. Is there a movie or book you wish to experience again, like forget you ever saw/read it? There is a movie like that, and it's called Malignant. I love that movie and would love to experience it freshly, like without memories. Gabriel is an awesome character, and the movie is just great from start to finish. Who is your favorite MTG artist? Well, I don't have one particular, I have multiple. So So let's try to pinpoint some, like I did with the favorite playing question, but I have been sharing some of my favorite arts already during this video, well at least I hope I did. But for pure listeners here I will say, and I am biased, so I'm starting with Martina Fachkova. She's an amazing local artist from my city, so obviously I will be biased. Having the chance to say that name correctly is also fun. The next name I will not try to butcher, so it's just gonna be Magali, because I love many art pieces done by her, especially the secret layer versions of Death's Shadow that I play in Modern and even have the playmat for it, because I got it in Barcelona. And there are obviously many others I enjoy the art from, like for example God Machine or Campbell White, Wizard of the Barge, and many others, to name a few. And that brings us to the end of this Q&A video / podcast, however you ingested it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did editing it. And remember, my name is Def, and I will see you all behind the veil.